her short driveway. Not bothering to look for traffic as she crossed the narrow dirt road that dissected her property in half, Rana slowed long enough to put her serene smile in place before walking into the garage. "Good morning, Jean. Zach," she said warmly. A flash went off as both men turned to her, the elder Latimer lowering his hand in surprise and Zach sighing in relief.
"Mrs. Oceanus,"
Jean said, his close-cropped beard bristling with his grin.
"I'm sorry if we disturbed you, but I wanted to take some pictures of the equipment so I could post it on Craigslist this morning. With any luck, I'll have everything out of your way by next weekend."
"Actually, I was watching for you."
She gestured at the machines coated in rust-colored soot.
"I've decided to purchase the equipment."
Jean went back to being surprised.
"What in tarnation for?"
He flushed slightly.
"I'm sorry, Mrs. Rana,"
he quickly amended when she started to correct him.
"What do you want with a bunch of old metalworking machinery?"
"I'm going to use it. My father was a blacksmith, and I have many fond memories of helping out in his forge, so I thought to revisit my childhood by recreating it here."
"But this place isn't set up for ironwork. It's a welding shop. Pops worked mostly on logging trucks and skidders, cutting and welding their steel frames."
Rana arched a brow.
"But did you not tell me that he made all the door hinges and handles in the house, as well as that beautiful balcony rail and stairway?"
"Do you even know how to run a MIG welder?"
Jean asked, pointing at a trunk-sized box with a long set of hoses snaking out of it.
"Or a cutting torch?"
"Not yet, but Zach is confident he could have me welding like a professional by the end of the summer."
"I'm sorry," Jean said, shaking his head, "but the boy had no business offering to teach you to weld, because he'll be too busy working full-time once school lets out. Because," he added with a scowl at Zach, "he needs to earn enough spending money to last him through his first 2 semesters of college."
Rana looked down to hide her smile.
"Then I guess it's fortuitous that I've offered Zach full-time employment mowing my lawn and doing some painting and sprucing up around here."
She lifted her gaze and imbued her smile with as much serenity as she could muster, considering Jean was now scowling at her.
"And that I also agreed to let him use the equipment on his off hours to work on trucks, like he did with his grandfather. As Zach assures me, he can easily triple the $400 a week I'll be paying him. That should be enough spending money to see him through his freshman year, shouldn't it?"
The elder Latimer looked down at the camera in his hand, his brows pinched together in a frown, and Rana finally got Zach to smile by shooting him a wink.
"Please don't take offense, Jean," she said softly, "but your father's creative genius defeats me. There are still cupboards I can't open, and I've yet to gain entrance to the shed down at the beach. Without Zach's help, there's a very real chance I'll spend all this spring and summer breaking into various parts of my new home instead of enjoying it. And I much prefer to be out on Bottomless in the beautiful day sailor you kindly let go with the house, rather than mowing lawns and painting trim."
"Sean Pike asked if I couldn't straighten out the frame of a '69 Roadrunner he's rebuilding," Zach interjected. "And Chester Beale still can't find anyone to fix the mess he made of the logging chains he tried welding himself. Those 2 jobs alone should pay at least $1,000.
Jean gave his son a hard look, then slowly took in the cluttered shop before looking back at Rana.
"No offense taken,"
he said with a sheepish grin,
"since I'm still trying to open the puzzle box Pops gave me last Christmas."
He folded his arms over his chest, his gaze turning direct.
"I'd planned to ask $6,000 for the equipment and another $1,000 for the stockpile of metal out back. But if you're serious about getting into metal work and hiring Zach, it's all yours for an even $5."
Suspecting a good part of this morning's check was going toward Zach's college tuition, Rana didn't even try to haggle him down.
"Deal,"
she said, extending her hand, but not shaking Jean's when he took it.
"Assuming the pickup is considered equipment."